Midway Wolf Friends. I am going to share some of my best tips and tricks for troubleshooting punch needle. So if you are having a hard time or if you want a little refresher on how to do punch needle, this is where I would begin. So the first step is to make sure that your punch needle design is really taut. If it's not tight in your frame, if you can push down on it more than just a little tiny bounce, tighten it up. If it's too loose, when you push your tool down and you lift up, it will pop out. So you want to make sure that there's little to no give in your weaver's cloth or whatever you're punching with. Second of all is make sure that design is faced towards you. You work in reverse. So this is actually the back or the working side. And then this side will be the front pretty side that's on the back side of my weaver's cloth. The other tip is that this is the bevel or the eye of the tool. That slit opening is like the headlight of my car. So whatever direction it is facing is the direction I go. So I push my tool all the way down, barely lift up, skim the surface, and go right back down. Barely lift up, skim the surface, and go right back down. And the reason why I barely lift up and I push my tool down all the way every single time is because, like I mentioned, I'm working in reverse. So this is the back side and this is the front side. So if I am not pushing my tool down all the way every single time, my loop lengths on the front pretty side are going to be all wonky. They're not going to have a nice, smooth, soft finish from the front. So make sure you're pushing that tool all the way down every single time. And then the next tip is when I'm punching, I'm not holding this thread because it needs to feed through my tool. So if I'm holding it, it can't go through the pen and then it will pop it out. The final tips are, when you have a fine shape inside of a large shape, make sure you punch those first because you want it to be really crisp, or start on the outside of the shape and work your way in. So when I'm going to change colors from something like on this pot, from this light blue to the darker blue, I'm going to start with the fine line first and then go to the next color. And when I change the color, if you can see on the video here, there is a very fine line here. This is all finished, and as you can see, I can get my pen and I can draw a line right there. So when you're this is a great point right here. So when you're changing from a different color, leave about, if you were to draw a pencil line, leave about that much space between each color change so your colors are really sharp. Happy punching!